Have you ever wondered how tomatoes are grown and transported? The journey of a tomato begins as a humble seed planted in nutrient-rich soil. This seed, given the right amount of sunlight and water, will germinate in 5 to 10 days, pushing its first tiny green leaves up towards the sun. As the days pass, the seedling strengthens, growing into a robust tomato plant adorned with vibrant green leaves. During this time, the plant is working diligently to produce flowers, which will eventually become our beloved tomatoes. The transformation from flower to fruit is a fascinating process. Over the course of around 2 months, the tomato flowers are pollinated and begin to form small, green fruit. This fruit will continue to grow and mature, eventually changing from green to a vibrant red, signaling that it's ripe and ready to be harvested. With the right conditions, a tiny seed can transform into a juicy, ripe tomato in just a few months. Once our tomatoes have ripened, the next step is the harvesting process. The first thing to look for is the color. A ripe tomato will have a vibrant, deep red hue, although this can vary depending on the variety. The fruit should also feel slightly soft, but not mushy, when gently squeezed. The best method for picking a tomato is to hold the fruit gently in your hand and twist it until it separates from the stem. Try not to pull or tug the tomato, as this could damage the fruit or the plant. Always remember to hold the tomato from the bottom and not from the stem end. If a tomato is slightly underripe, don't worry. It can continue to ripen off the vine at room temperature. Just avoid placing it in direct sunlight as it can lead to uneven ripening. With careful handling, the harvested tomatoes are ready for the next phase, transportation. After harvesting, it's time to prepare our tomatoes for their journey. The first step to ensure they arrive fresh and intact at their destination is to handle them with care. Tomatoes are delicate and can easily bruise, so gentle hands are crucial during the packing process. Next, we need to consider how to pack them. Traditionally, tomatoes are nestled in single-layer boxes or crates, which help protect them from pressure and potential damage. The packing material should be cushioned and breathable, allowing for some air movement to prevent the buildup of moisture, which can lead to decay. Now, let's talk about temperature. Tomatoes are a bit like Goldilocks. They don't want it too hot or too cold. Keeping them at a cool but not freezing temperature during transport is key to maintaining their freshness. Ideally, a temperature range of 50 to 70 degrees Fahrenheit is perfect. Packed and cooled, our tomatoes are now ready to hit the road. From the farm to the market, our tomatoes have quite a journey. Once our tomatoes are packed and ready for transport, they embark on their final journey to the marketplace. This transportation process is a delicate dance of timing and care, as we want our tomatoes to arrive fresh, undamaged, and ready to be savored. To ensure this, they are transported in temperature-controlled vehicles. This keeps our tomatoes in a state of suspended animation, slowing down the ripening process and preserving their fresh-picked flavor. Special care is taken to avoid bruising or damaging them during the journey. The transportation process is also a race against time. Tomatoes are perishable goods. They don't have the luxury of time. That's why speed is essential. With a fast and efficient transport system, we can get these tomatoes from our farm to your local supermarket in no time. And just like that, our tomatoes have completed their journey from seed to supermarket. So you see, growing and transporting tomatoes is quite a complex process. It all begins with the life cycle of a tomato, starting from a tiny seed, growing into a mature plant, and finally bearing ripe, red fruits. This process requires patience, care, and a nurturing environment, ensuring that the plant receives adequate water, sunlight, and nutrients. Then comes the harvesting process, where timing is everything. The tomatoes must be picked when they're just ripe enough, ensuring they're at their peak of flavor. Following the harvest, the tomatoes are carefully packed and prepared for transport. They're handled with utmost care to prevent bruising or damage, and kept at optimal temperatures to preserve their freshness. The journey continues as the tomatoes are transported to markets near and far. Here, they're finally ready to be picked up by consumers and enjoyed in salads, sauces, and countless other culinary delights. Next time you enjoy a ripe, juicy tomato, spare a thought for the journey it's been on to get to you.